Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Potsmoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament of the Christian Bible. I use the King James Version because he's my great 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 uncle, like twice removed or something. 5 times removed, I think. So it's the family Bible. I wrote the book of Zion as a fulfillment of prophecy. And when I wrote the book of Zion, I found a set of instructions. Do this, and this will happen. Do this, and this will happen. Do this, and this will happen. And so I followed those instructions to the letter. Took me years to do it. But now that it's done, I am reading the book to the public on social media. On YouTube, it's the second reading. So if you want to binge it, if you want the whole book without having to wait for my blogs, for my social media accounts, just go to the Pot Smokers Bible, all lowercase, on YouTube, and you can pick up where we are now, and you can go ahead and read view the entire book. You can't read it because I only have one manuscript and it's handwritten. So right now I'm trying to find the means to afford to get it scanned so that a publisher that's interested in it can get a copy of it. I'm terribly poor, can't afford to do anything, don't know how to do anything in the computer. All I know how to do is tell you what God told me. Tell you what I've been learning for all my life. And I'm going to just leave it to you guys to figure out how to help me do the rest. Because it's not up to me at this point. It's up to you. Do you want to become the priests of the Most High God of Israel, the gray, the aliens who from the heavens came, who are waiting for us to go camping, get rid of COVID in our camp? They're going to help us do that. And once we are completely free of COVID-19, when that plague is gone within our midst and cannot be brought in because nobody's going to be allowed in at that point, then and only then will the gray land. And when they land, we will meet with them. And we will create a new nation based on the book. So, I'm going to take up where I left off on chapter 15 of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the 12th chapter of the Book of Zion. I've been reading the dissertation from the chapter, and right now I'm doing Joel 2:23 to 32. The nation of Zion will be a truly wealthy nation because of the spaceport. We will do commerce with the entire planet, and we will also get a portion of everything off world. Of course, the reason we receive this wealth is because we know how to use it wisely. We have been shown that true wealth is in the happiness of the people. When we create Zion, we will be taking in all of the refugees from around the world. Our purpose is to be the caretakers of the human race. Our nation will consist of the Zionite priests, the refugees, the Israelites, the poor, the homeless, the disenfranchised, all those who suffer in this society, and all those who convert. Together, the drug addicts and the scum of the earth will form the greatest nation to ever exist on this planet. In Zion itself, there will be no use of money. However, until the end of this society, the nation of Zion will have its own bank. All profit will be housed in the bank for the use of the country. All citizens of Zion will have access to this money when desired. So, although no person in Zion will need money, money will be available for use outside of Zion. So, say if you want to go to a outside linked computer that can get you to eBay, you will have access to a bank account that will allow you to buy whatever eBay is selling, and it'll be shipped to Zion. So, we are told that our crops will flourish. The rains will come in a timely manner. We will have abundance of food stores. Our people will never know hunger in Zion. Our mountain home will be a place no pests will bother us. We will enjoy the fruits of our labors. We've earned it. We will praise the gray for all the good that they have given us. Our struggle has been hard, but we have a wonderful future to look forward to. We have the gray to thank for that. Always remember, the prohibition of marijuana is from the gray. The war on drugs is solely a human war against the people of Zion. The gray will set things right for us. We will have many reasons to be thankful for them. We are told here that the people who belong with the gray will never have reason to regret it. Unlike humans, the gray keep their word. We will never be ashamed to be called by gray. It is an honor to be chosen by an alien species. The gray will prove to us that they love us like family, because we are family. We can be sure of this fact because of Israel. Israel is a nation once again, as promised by the Torah. This promise is kept, just as the promise of the creation of the people of Zion was kept. We are created. Even as the promise of the prophet Zion is kept with me. By the fulfillment of all these promises, we can be sure that the priests of Zion will enjoy the best of all things in the years to come. Even now, verse 28 is coming to pass. The people of Zion are experiencing all manner of psychic phenomena. Most of them call themselves Wicca. Some are atheists, but even our modern music talks about crystal balls and the visions of things to come. But this is nothing compared to the outpouring of spiritual awakening as more and more people come to understand the true nature of the hive and all it offers. All who live in Zion will see visions and dream dreams. It is a side effect of the presence of the gray. They are a truly telepathic race. Telepathy involves more than just the ability to hear voices in your head, which is about all our people can do at this point. But the gray use their minds to do everything. They are so strong in their mental powers that everyone around them feels the effects. Verse 30 and 31 are a reference, I believe, to either an eruption of a Yellowstone type event, a huge earth changing, altering event, or an impact strike. I tend to lean towards both. I think that an impact would trigger a Yellowstone type eruption, Either way, the human race faces an extinction-size event similar to the flood. That horrific. Blood, fire, and smoke sound like an eruption, or an implosion, or a meteor strike. The eruption of a volcano like Yellowstone, which is like the mother of all volcanoes on Earth or very close to it, would devastate us. I don't know when we will have to deal with this event or events, but it's the main reason for the creation of Zion. The Grey have a plan that will provide a safe shelter for a third of our population. Now, they could help us to house many, many more, but they project that that 2/3 of humanity will reject the Grey as God and this shelter that they provide, or that they will seek it on the last day when the gates have been closed and no one can enter. So they'll seek shelter too late. I don't know how many of the protected 2/3 will die between now and then, but it's funny that 2/3 of our population is said to not survive, and 2/3 of our population live on the coasts. All it would take would be an inundation of the coastlines to kill that very 2/3 of the population. But COVID-19 seems to be doing quite well itself. Those who do survive will have help from the Grey. All we have to do is ask, and the Grey will help us. But they are wise and know that it's not enough to give aid if humanity is to survive this most dangerous time. We must learn to let go of childish things. That is why they have created Zion to be the wise ones of humanity. The last 100 years has been hard on the people of Zion. We were forced to let go of everything human and learn to live with restrictions. This was done to teach us to grow up as a people and to open our minds to the Grey. We are a people with a purpose. According to Ezekiel 29:21, which is Zion 12:30, in that day will I cause the horn of the house of Israel to bud forth, and I will give thee the opening of the mouth in the midst of them, and they shall know that I am the Lord. According to Ezekiel 29:21, the people of Zion have had their mouths opened. We are able to speak for the Grey. The Grey can now speak through the priesthood of Zion, because we have been conditioned to do so. It is the gift of the High to have our mouths opened, to speak for God. This is the true purpose of Zion, to be priests on high, to dwell on high. Having our Grey DNA active, we are ministers of God. We are named priests of the Lord in Isaiah 61:6-7, which is where I'm going to start up next time, because I'm running out of time. So, until then, may the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your happiness and pursue that. Make it your life's work. It'll make you happy. Stay happy and high. Know I love you. I will see you later now, because you know me. I'll never say goodbye.